Hi everyone and welcome back to It's a Chore Thing. Today I'm going to be trying out the Serendipity Nail Dip Kit by Color Club. I purchased this kit from Walmart for $20 and it is a 21-day wear at home color dip kit. Now, according to the box, it's supposed to be easy to apply and you don't need any special tools like an LED light, and it also claims to be long-lasting and chip-resistant. Now, I have done a lot of research on this product and watched a lot of video tutorials, and it seems like it's pretty straightforward, and the reviews on this thing have been amazing. And let me just be clear before we begin. I am in no way, shape, or form a nail technician or expert or anything like that. I'm just a girl that's tired of spending $30 to get my nails dipped at the salon every 3 weeks. And this is my first time trying this kit, so please be patient if it looks like I'm screwing something up, because I literally have no idea what I'm doing. So with all that said, let's just break this bad boy open and see what we got. So when you open the box, it looks like you get a multi-sided filing block, and each side is meant to do a very specific job, like filing, shaping, buffing. You get the idea. You also get a bottle of the bonding gloss, a bottle of the instant activator, and a bottle of brush cleaner. You also get 3 bottles of dip powder, one in a French white, one in a color called More Amore, and the powder is definitely much lighter than the color on the lid. And finally, you get a really pretty gold glittery one, and the directions are all written on the back of the box. I also grabbed a nail cutter, a coarse nail file, a brush to wipe off the powder, and an orange stick in case I made a mistake. I also grabbed my electric nail grinder to help with smoothing out the powder once it was dry. The first thing I did was trim down my nails because they were getting just a bit too long for me. Plus, I had broken one the other day and wanted to try and get them all to be about the same size so that it didn't look weird or anything like that. Then I used my nail file to square off and shape my nails. Then I used the buffing block that came with the kit and lightly sanded my nail beds to remove the shine. Then before I began with the powder, I washed my hands really well and then wiped each nail bed with rubbing alcohol. And according to the directions on the box, this is supposed to help the powder bond to your nails. Now it was time to begin the powder process, and I decided to go with the More Amore color, which, like I said before, is much lighter than the color on the lid. It's actually a very light pink color. So then came the fun part. First, you're going to apply a coat of the bonding gloss, which, by the way, is really nothing but glue. And you're going to put that on each nail using medium pressure, whatever that means. And then dip it immediately into the powder. Now, the directions say to dip your nail in a swooping motion, but I just did it by going in at a 45-degree angle and made sure that the entire nail was coated before taking it out. Then you want to tap any excess powder off, and don't worry about getting it all off at this point because we're going to come back in with a brush in a few minutes and wipe it all off. And you're going to repeat this process for each finger until the whole hand is done. Once you completed each nail on your first hand, you're going to go back with a brush and just dust off any residual powder from each fingernail. Then you're going to go back and repeat the whole process all over again a second time, adding a second coat or layer, if you will, of powder to each finger. Once the second coat of powder is on, you're going to again use your brush to wipe down each nail to remove any residual powder. Then you're going to once again repeat the process for a third and final coat. After you have applied your third coat, you're going to go in with the activator and apply that to each nail. And this one was a little weird to apply because it was really difficult to see going on. So you have to look very closely and carefully to determine which section you have already applied it to on your nail. Once you have applied the activator to each nail on your first hand, you're going to go and repeat the entire process on your second hand. When you are finished with applying all three coats and activator to your other hand, you're going to take your nail file, or you can use the buffing file that came with the kit, and shape and file each nail. The next step in the process is to smooth out the powder on each nail. Now you can certainly do this with a rough nail file or with the filing side of the buffing block that came with the kit, but I decided to use my electric nail grinder because it had a surface attachment that I knew would get the powder nice and smooth, and plus I was being a little bit lazy. And I got this electric nail file or grinder off of Amazon a little while back, and it was only like $20, and it works amazingly well. I would highly recommend if you are someone that likes to do your nails themselves or is planning on doing this nail dip kit often, I would highly recommend it. Once you have smoothed out all of your nails, you're going to wash your hands with water only to get rid of all of the dust and dry them really well. Then you're going to grab your bottle of bonding coat and apply a very thin layer onto each nail and wait a minute or two for it to dry. Once it's dry, you're going to go back and add a second layer of the bonding coat, but this layer you can be a little more liberal with. And this is it. This is the finished product, and I have to say, I think I really like them. I have to be honest and tell you that I really had my doubts about this kit, but it has really surprised me with how well they turned out. Now I just have to wait and see if they last the full 21 days as it says on the box, but I will definitely keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and if you are new here, don't forget to smash that red subscribe button to become a part of my YouTube family. We would certainly love to have you. And as always, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you all in the next one.